What's up, guys? Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So this is a great day. You see the smile from my face. No, this day sucks. It's interest rates are going up, and it's just going to keep going up. And I mean, we all know that it is. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a mortgage market update on 5 different mortgage products. Talk about the 10-year Treasury, the 30-year Treasury. What's been going on with crypto? It's taking a complete shit on it. But let's go ahead and get on with the mortgage rate update first. Like one of those news guys. 30-year fix, which we're going to be pricing out a 30-year fix, a 15-year fix, a 30-year FHA, a 30-year jumbo, and a 5-1 adjustable rate mortgage. And if you don't know what a 5-1 adjustable rate mortgage is by now, it is a fixed interest only mortgage payment for 5 years, then adjusts to principal and interest according to the cap on your product and the current market rate. So for instance, like if you bought in at 4.6 today, okay, 4.6, and then 5 years comes up and your term comes up and it's like 7.5%, but you have a 1% cap on your product. That first year you're only gonna get hit 1% interest rate. The following, it's gonna go ahead and get another point on the interest rate, which home equity line of credit is kind of gonna screw a lot of things up. Home equity line of credits are gonna go ahead and start getting adjusted, and that's gonna take a big hit. But let's go ahead and get on with this whole mortgage rate update. 30-year fix will be sitting at 5.38%. That is 0.03% increase from 1 day ago, 0.26% better pricing than 1 week ago, 0.39% increase from 1 month ago, and 2.22% increase from 1 year ago. 15-year fix will be sitting at 4.79%. That is 0.04% increase from 1 day ago, 0.12% better pricing than 1 week ago, 0.45% increase from 1 month ago, and 2.19% increase from 1 year ago. 30-year FHA will be sitting at 5%. That is no change from yesterday, 0.2% better pricing than 1 week ago, 0.39% increase from 1 month ago, and 2.3% increase from 1 year ago. 30-year jumbo will be sitting at 4.75%. That is 0.11% increase from 1 day ago, no change from 1 week ago, 0.46% increase from 1 month ago, and 1.59% increase from 1 year ago. 5-1 adjustable rate mortgage will be sitting at 4.60%. That is 0.08% increase from 1 day ago, 0.08% better pricing than 1 week ago, 0.63% increase from 1 month ago, and 2.30% increase from 1 year ago. Now the Treasury, the 10-year Treasury bond, because what we do is whenever we're trying to guesstimate exactly where we're going on a yield curve, we're trying to see exactly how high the 10-year and the 30-year and then the shorter term, your 2-year Treasury notes are going. Our 10-year is actually sitting at 2.929%, with our 30-year is sitting at 3.080%, which just ultimately just gives us a correlation of how much we're getting hit on interest, how much inflation are we trying to counter by raising the whole entire interest rates as far as the Feds goes. And then we kind of know what the buying power with credit is going to be as far us getting screwed royally, as far as, they gave money way too much. Everybody knew it. Everybody knew that what we were doing was wrong. Every single person in this entire world, for the most part, unless you're just sitting somewhere under a rock or you just don't give a shit, knew exactly that this was where we're going. But another thing that's been getting hit now, I'm a total big guy on the cryptocurrency, only because it was so lucrative for such a long time. I honestly don't see the implementation on most of these cryptocurrencies in the bigger grand scheme of things in a decentralized market that they're trying to go out and promote. Now the biggest one, of course, is going to be at Bitcoin, which actually toppled down as of this morning at under $30,000 at $29,499.50. Now, all these cryptocurrencies, even though it's supposed to counter inflation and it's supposed to decentralize and it's supposed to, take the whole entire big banks, the likelihood of that happening, it's going to be super unlikely. Because first, number one, it is still banked by a currency. I don't care what you are, Bitcoin, if you want any utility, majority of utility against it, you're going to have to go ahead and take that. You're going to have to go ahead and cash it out, whatever platform that you're trying to use. And then you're going to need liquid cash in order to go ahead and work it. Otherwise, you're going to, unless you have some places that will actually let you buy through cryptocurrency, it's just not, you're not going to go to your local grocery store. You're not going to go to most of your dealerships. You're not going to go to most of these big things, even homes. Like majority of people don't buy with cryptocurrency, but we have. Now, the projected price outcome on Bitcoin, what we're actually anticipating that Bitcoin is, because obviously we all own Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. I actually Side note story, I actually bought Bitcoin a long time ago, back in 2011, and I had it on this little floppy disk. One of my buddies was like, hey dude, you want to buy this Bitcoin thing? I was like, what the hell is a Bitcoin? He was like, dude, you could be something really big. He was talking about decentralizing banks and this and that, and I was just like, forget it. He was like, just put $100 in it, and at that time it was pennies on the dollar. It was super cheap, and I said, sure, bet, no problem. Here's $100. What am I gonna do? $100 at that time was like, you know, it was a lunch out. I was like, here's $100. Next thing I know, I ended up giving him like, you know, $1,500. He put my little thing on a USB driver. I lost all of it. I think there's a lot of Bitcoins on that thing. But then I also got to thinking, if I was the one that sat there and, oh, by the way, if you lived at the Grand Resort Apartments off of Brookhurst in Anaheim and you happen to come across a USB drive that you do not know what it's for and you can't understand it, and it's encrypted and there's a password required, please let me know. I'll split it with you. I swear to God, I'll give you the fattest finder's fee you'll ever see. But whatever. Yeah, everything has pretty much taken a big hit. So Dogecoin, I mean, this is one of those things that Elon Musk has just built up to where it's at. That could have a smaller utility, but everything, as everybody sees, is it's taken like a huge hit, about an 80% hit, which is going to projectly, you know, trickle down more. And back to Bitcoin, our projected price outcome on that is going to be at 10,000. We think that Bitcoin will, once the market starts, you know, equalizing and everything starts, you know, inflation, we kind of get a handle, a chokehold on this whole hyperinflation type of thing going on. Because let's just face it, the Feds are not where they need to be. The Feds are kind of like, you know, they fucked up. They really messed up really bad, and they're trying to fix things, but we are way too deep. We're in way too deep that it's going to be a struggle to go ahead and get out of. Now, whenever that does happen, when everything starts to like catch up and everything like that, which it's going to take us about a year to 18 months for us to go ahead and catch up to where, you know, how much higher interest rates are going to be, how much we're going to have to go ahead and decrease, and then for the whole entire market to kind of catch up. It's going to take a little bit of a moment for us to just get that to that equilibrium. But in the midst of all of that, you know, all of these cryptocurrencies, everything, it's gonna take a big hit. Now, $10,000 is still a remarkable number to have, as far as, you know, a Bitcoin being worth 10,000, considering that just 3 years ago, there was like at 5,000-6,000. So 10,000 is still respectably, especially since when it was first being sold and traded, it was like, what, 10 cents? Goddamn fly. So 10 cents. 15 cents, 20 cents, even $1, it was like nothing. It was like, you know, whatever. Now, do I think that Bitcoin is going to be the one that's going to be the all-encompassing? No, it's not. If any one of them is going to be like, if any one of them is going to be at the high end of everything, it's going to be only one of them. And that one is going to be on the Ripple. The XRP that's going to be on the Ripple platform, that is the only one that's actually going to make sense, because that is the only one that could be integrated within the current banking system that we have. It is not completely decentralized, so it's not a big shock for banks. I mean, you're not going to get rid of big banks. It's just not going to happen. It's too powerful. They're too big. You could try to decentralize whatever the hell you want. It's just not going to happen. But Ripple is the only one that's getting scrutinized as much as to the point where they have to go ahead and go in front of the SEC. If they end up beating the SEC, okay, and they end up getting that green light that says, you know what, you guys are all right. You guys are actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, the whole encompassing, you know, cryptocurrency platform, I'm not going to try to pretend like I know a lot of it. I know the very basics as much as most of you know, maybe a little bit more, because I've tried to research as much as I possibly can, and still, I understand it as much as I understand NFTs, which is a non-fuckable token, and I don't understand any of them. And I really don't. But that's your mortgage rate update. That's where we think that crypto is going to go. That's where we think most of these other things are going to happen. Interest rates, we do project it to be somewhere into the 6s, maybe even to the 7s. It depends on how much we go ahead and increase this inflation curve that we have going on, which sucks so bad. But, well, if you like the content, like, subscribe, comment for a 50% commission rebate, because this beautiful man right here is a mortgage broker. I own a real estate and mortgage company here in the state of California. Let me beat your big bank. Whatever rate they got, whatever you got going on, let me try to at least attempt it. Put me on your lender list to go ahead and shop around for up to 50% commission rebate, because I know nobody else is doing it for you, on purchasing your next home, 0% listing fee, and any mortgaging assistance. Link in the description below. I really appreciate you watching. And if you like the intro music, I went ahead and put it all the way through and through, so you could go ahead and enjoy whatever music. And if you have any requests, dude, I'm like a mortgage broker. I'm like a radio station. I'm like a taco enthusiast. I'm doing everything that you could possibly imagine because I have no life. I have zero life. Until next video, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Peace.